Okay, down here in the shop this morning, and thought we would do a quick little Easter project, see how simple it can be done. I've got this little pattern here that I made. By the way, you can get this pattern if you look down below, and it's absolutely free. Go to my free page and you can download that to your computer and print it out, and you'll be all ready to go. It's a little Easter project. Got an Easter bunny, 3 little Easter eggs with a nice little word of thought at the bottom of each one. And when you're done, it becomes a sort of a pseudo puzzle. Not really. You've got 3 separate pieces here which drop into the base, and you've got another little piece on the top which is the bunny, and that sits right on top of the middle egg and partially on the other one. I would use probably 3/4 inch to 1 inch wood to do this, because you want it to be thick enough to hold together. You can set it up as a little display on your Easter table or on a shelf or somewhere else that makes it attractive for you. Alright, so what I've got here is a piece of poplar. It's about 3/4 inch, and I'm going to put some painter's tape on the surface here before we start cutting. If you follow my videos, you're very familiar with this anyways. Take a section of it, and again, simply put it right across the surface. Why painter's tape? Well, the lubricant on the painter's tape affects the blade as you're cutting, makes it cut a lot smoother. Also prevents any burning in the wood too. Plus, you also have a base for the pattern. What you can do is you can peel this off later on, and you can just throw it away, and your plain piece of wood is all set to go. Now, when I put my tape on, I usually put it like that along the top or bottom, whichever the case may be, and I put another layer so that it overlaps the previous one. Okay? That's the way we're going to be cutting it. So you've got your tape here overlapped with that piece of tape, and then for the last one, you're going to overlap the other one. I do this because when you peel this off, especially if you got a lot of detail in your work, it becomes a real pain in the neck to peel this off. So if you do it this way, and you put your pattern down on top like that, when you go to peel it off later on, you can see you'd start peeling up, and it will catch the lip on that other one and continue to pull, and catch the lip on the other one and continue to pull up. Whereas if you did it the other way, you would start peeling your tape up, and it would peel right off the tape. So now you gotta throw that away, start peeling again, and peel up, and it would come right off of that top part. It wouldn't pull up the other tape with it. So I'd advise you to do it this way. You can do what you want, of course, but that's the way I look at it when I plan my taping and my cutting. I'm going to take this over to the table, the other table I've got here, and take a glue stick to the back of this, really gooey it up, and stick it down on there. Pros here, of course, you have your own ways of doing this, but this is for newbies who are just starting out, some ideas to become familiar with. That's all glued up on the back with a glue stick, and just nicely flattens out there. You can use a spray, of course. I don't like sprays because they leave a residue in the air which you breathe in. Even if you got a mask on, sometimes that residue can get down into your lungs, and not a good idea. But again, as I said before, you can do what you want. Okay, I've got this all put down now. What I have to do is drill some entry holes in the letters, because we're going to cut those out, and we'll do our just regular cut around the outside later on. But I'm going to go over to the drill press and drill those holes out, and I'll meet you back at the scroll saw. If you've been here before, you know where the scroll saw is. Okay, we made it over to the scroll saw. We got the little holes drilled in there underneath for entry of the blade. Put a brand new number 5 reverse tooth blade in there. I like using Flying Dutchman blades. One of the reasons they're very good blades, of course, but they have a little mark on the top, so you know you're putting the blade in the right way each time without having to study it. So it's facing up and you're all ready to go. Alright, what we're going to do is cut out the letter E first on the end. Could have picked out any one, doesn't make any difference. I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to go through these letters on here, cutting them out. And I'm going to speed the cutting process up very quickly here because there's no sense in wasting a lot of time on that. It's very simple. You just take your time. The lettering is kind of small on this. If you move along very, very slowly and smoothly, I'm going to turn my speed down to about a little below 3/4. And just slowly take your time, cut each of these letters out, and you'll be done before you know it. Here we go. Okay, got the first letter cut out, letter E, and worked very nicely. As I said, you just take your time and you'll cut out all these words very quickly. Love, smile, and hope. 3 very nice words to live by. Okay, we finished all the letters. Now we're ready to start cutting out our little project altogether. What I'm going to do, I think, is take the blade out and set it up, and I'm going to cut all along the insides of the little pieces. Cut the base off basically first. And then we'll cut the eggs out, and then we'll cut out the rabbit, and we'll done. So it's what is it? 1, 2, 3 cuts. We should be able to finish this project up. So let's go to it. Okay, got our little bunny cut out now too. Let's peel the papers off and see what we got here. Okay, I peeled all the tape off of the pieces, and we got them all nicely organized here, and it looks pretty good. What I think I want to do now is take this over to the sander and sand it down a little bit, and also the sanding mop, and we'll round over these edges so they're not so sharp, and we'll see how that looks then. Okay, we finished this little project. It looks pretty nice. It's all set to be displayed. You can see the sanding makes the lines between the items more defined, and I think it looks a little better when you round them over. So I would suggest you do that as well. You could paint this, of course, different colors for the eggs, maybe the rabbit a different color, the base, etc. But I think I'm going to leave it plain wood. Could even give it a good lacquer finish if you'd like. Maybe I'll do that to it. And we got a nice little project here, simple to cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little pieces, and makes a nice display piece. Kids might try putting it together also too. It's kind of fun to work with. Well, I hope you enjoyed this project. If you did, click the like button down below, and you might even want to subscribe to the channel too, so you'll find out when I do other things. Remember, there's a free pattern down below. Come and visit my free page. I got a lot of stuff there. Plus I also have a lot of ebooks and other patterns as well. Thank you for watching.